mein Audio an.
Und Video starten.
Aber ich.
And I just realized I was on mute. Isn't that like the perfect quote for this year? Let me go ahead and start again. Let me just make sure my recording is going good. Okay, there we go. All right, so welcome everyone to the Center for Mindful Self-Compassion's Circles of Practice mini retreat. Today, our retreat is renewing our self-compassion for the new year. So we'd like to get together as a virtual community or virtual sangha so that we can bring in the new year. We've got 3 wonderful teachers that are going to be joining us today. So we're going to be starting with Dr. Christopher Germer, and then we're going to have Christine McMulkin, followed by Rochelle Jaffe. So as we get together for this silent retreat, I do ask very humbly if you can please keep your video as you like, either open or off, but keep your audio on mute. And I do ask that because this is a safe refuge, a silent retreat, if you could please use the chat box for sharing some inspirational words if it moves you, but to please refrain from using any conversation on politics, current events, or any other issues that might be difficult. So before I formally introduce our first speaker, I'd like to start with sharing a poem. So this poem is called Just for Now, and it's by Dana Falls. So maybe let's just take a deep breath if you're comfortable to close your eyes or just keeping them partially open. And just noticing if you can feel the poem. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight so you patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, Allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, with an awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are. So fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant, just for now. So, I'd like to now introduce our first speaker, who really doesn't need much of an introduction. Our first speaker is also one of my dear mentors, also my travel companion to Kenya in 2018 as we took MSc there. Dr. Christopher Germer is one of the developers of this program of mindful self-compassion. He got together a very long time ago with Dr. Kristen Neff, and in around 2010, they started offering mindful self-compassion. And since then, he has taught over 100,000 participants. It's pretty remarkable. Dr. Germer is also a clinical psychologist at Harvard and a part-time lecturer in the Department of Psychiatry. So I'd like to now pass over the mic to Dr. Germer as he'll start our first session. And then just know that in between each session, we will have a silence period where you can just stay in your zone, or you can go and take a break or get something to drink.
Thank you, Layla. Thank you for that beautiful poem and generous introduction. I should say that the 100,000 people who have taken MSc have taken it from over 2,000 different teachers. We have a wonderful community on every continent, and I think this group today represents that as well. But the poem, just for now, it just really touched me. And I was thinking, you know, what a beautiful now we have right now at this moment, you know, being together in a community of people and who are committed to bringing compassion into the world, and especially starting with ourselves. You know, that's pretty rare that that so many people want to transform this world, starting with transforming themselves. So it's a real honor to be here. It's a wonderful way to start the new year. You know, Mary Oliver said, what do you want to do with your one precious life? And so here we are, setting aside 1, 2, or 3 hours to be awake to ourselves and to one another. This is what I want to do with my one precious life, and thank you for all joining together to do this. So I would like to lead a meditation, maybe about half an hour. And the meditation is a bit of a medley of affectionate breathing and also giving and receiving compassion for those of you who are familiar with these different meditations. And this is a way of joining together and with the rest of all the amazing beings in this world as we start the new year together. So finding a comfortable position. And allowing your eyes to close partially or fully. And if you like, offering yourself some soothing or supportive touch as a reminder in this moment, in this meditation, and maybe even in this year. Not just to be aware of our experience and the experience of others, but also bringing some kind awareness to everything we do. If it feels right to you, allowing a touch to signify kind awareness, respectful awareness, curious awareness, loving awareness. That everything that we touch in this coming year may have that touch. Oh, yes. Feeling your own touch and considering the possibility that as your awareness touches so many things in this coming year, that it feels like this for others. And leaving your hand where it is or letting it drop to your lap, whatever feels just right for you. And then allowing your awareness to fill your body. With that same tender awareness, noticing what it feels like in this one precious moment to have a body. And of all the many experiences arising, perhaps bringing your awareness to your breathing, simply feeling the motion of breathing in your body. Feeling in particular how the body breathes in and the body breathes out. And especially noticing the gentle rhythm of your body breathing in and out. The gentle back and forth. The gentle movement like a pendulum. feeling the rhythm. The internal caress of your breathing. Giving yourself permission, allowing yourself to be internally rocked and caressed by your breathing. Nothing to do right now, nothing to achieve. Simply giving yourself permission this new year, beginning of the new year, to be internally rocked and caressed by your breathing. This is a gift. So taking some time to savor it, to feel it. And of course, the mind will naturally wander off. That's what minds do. That's a good thing. Your mind is protecting you and is curious. But when you notice, you can just like with a child or a little puppy, you just bring it back to the breath. Just allowing yourself to rest in the physical sensation of breathing. Just feeling the gentle rhythm of your breathing. Allowing yourself to be internally rocked and caressed by your breathing. And if you notice yourself observing your breath, seeing if you can get a little closer and just feel your breath. Letting go of the idea of meditating, letting go of the idea of concentrating, letting go of the idea of doing this right or wrong, letting go of thinking, just in this moment, feeling the gentle rhythm of your breathing. Seeing if you can have a little delight about how your mind jumps around. It's not a problem. Just like a child or a little puppy. That's what our minds do. Oh. And then what? Feeling the breath, feeling the rhythm, the internal caress of your breathing. Back and forth. Allowing yourself this morning, right now, to be internally rocked and caressed. And if it feels right to you, not just feeling your breath, but maybe even being your breath. Allowing yourself to be that sensation. Allowing yourself to be that movement. Allowing yourself to be breathing. Nothing to do, nothing to achieve, nowhere to go, nothing to be, just breathing. Breathing. And now, with your breath as an anchor, opening the field of your awareness a little bit and noticing if there is anyone who comes to mind or appears in the field of your awareness. Could be anyone. And as you do that, continuing to be internally rocked and caressed by your breathing. And then if you like, if it feels just right for you, to offer your out breath, to breathe out to a person who might be appearing in your mind. One breath after another. Sending ease, compassion, healing, joy, anything you like. Naturally and gently with each out breath. And when it feels right, to breathe in for yourself, nourishing yourself with the in-breath. One breath after another, as long as you wish. Nourishing your own heart, strengthening your own heart, filling your own heart. And when it feels right, if the time comes, and someone else appears in your mind who you would like to offer something good, then shifting your awareness to your out breath. And again, over and over, breathing out to this other person. Sending something good. So practicing like this for another 5 minutes or so, allowing the internal caress, the rhythm of your breathing to be your anchor, resting on the gentle rhythm. And when you wish, breathing out for another. And when it feels just right, breathing in for yourself as often as you wish. And then returning to the gentle internal caress of your breathing. Allowing the whole process to be as easy as the internal rocking of your breath. And when it feels right, breathing out for another. Whenever you wish, breathing in for yourself. And then returning to the internal caress. Allowing the whole process to be as easy as being gently rocked by your breathing. And now beginning to release the practice. Taking a moment to feel what it's like in your body right now. Allowing how you feel to be just as it is. Allowing the meditation to have been just as it was. And allowing yourself, if only for this one moment, this one precious moment, to be just as you are. Just like this. And then when you're ready to slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone around the world together in this moment. So, by way of closing, since Layla started us off with a poem, I'd like to close with a poem. And this was by one of my all-time favorite poets. This is Naomi Shihab. And the poem is called Burning the Old Year. And this is from her book, Words Under the Words. Burning the Old Year. Letters swallow themselves in seconds. Notes that friends tied to the doorknob, transparent scarlet paper, sizzle like moth wings. Marry the air. So much of any year is flammable. Lists of vegetables, partial poems, orange swirling flame of days. So little is a stone. Where there was something and suddenly isn't, an absence shouts, celebrates, leaves a space. I begin again with the smallest numbers. Quick dance, shuffle of losses and leaves. Only the things I did not do still crackle after the blazing dies. So we have some space, folks. What are we going to fill it with? Thank you so much.
Warm greetings, everyone. My name is Christine Grace McMulkin, and it is my great pleasure to participate and to contribute today to today's Circle of Practice and our New Year's retreat. I'm joining you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where the hour is 11 o'clock. And as I was watching our beautiful global community gather, I realized that this year that has been and is drawing to a close, and the year that is upon us, is at different proximities for all of us. So good to be with you. The theme that I would like to offer you today is kindness. And there's no accident. I think that as I was readying to join the session today and is listening to the tail end of an interview of one of our emergency room practitioners, who is also a mindfulness meditation teacher and who is also now struggling with his own life-altering health challenge. And the final words as I closed off the radio was, "Have you brought kindness into the world?" And I thought, well, there is my sign. There is my confirmation that this is the message that I would like to offer today during this part of our retreat. And so, what I will be offering you is a loving kindness meditation, one that will start gradually, one that will invite you to offer yourself kindness any and every step of the way. As we appreciate that, self-kindness is a beautiful gesture of offering kindness to the world. So may you take care of yourself during this session and beyond. And so, as you ready to practice, consider what position will be best for your body in this moment in time. Taking a few moments to make any adjustments that are best for you. And as you settle into a comfortable and supportive position, considering what is best for your eyes, whether to keep them open, to allow them to close partially or fully. As you begin to draw inward. Beginning by opening your awareness to the space that surrounds you. Bringing your senses to this space. Perhaps beginning by noticing what you hear, the sounds that are present. Just sitting amongst some sounds, letting them come to you. Nothing you need to do with them, just receive them. And if your eyes are closed or if they're open, just noticing what can be seen. Perhaps it's the softness of light coming through your closed eyelids. Perhaps it's keeping a soft, wide-angled gaze and just noticing what comes into your line of vision. And what else do you notice about this space? Perhaps the temperature. Soft movement of air, perhaps. As you breathe in, maybe the hint of a scent becomes noticeable. And if best for you, if safest for you, you can stay right here. Or return to bringing awareness to space whenever you need to. This, in and of itself, may be an act of self-kindness. You consider what you need. If continuing is best for you, perhaps in your mind's eye, moving your gaze around the space until you find yourself pausing here. Ah, there you are. And welcoming yourself into the room as best you can with a smile or a nod. Or an opening of arms. Perhaps looking upon yourself and noticing this body of yours, the pose that it's assumed right now. How it has come to rest in this moment. And may there be kindness in your gaze as you look upon yourself, this one. And may there be kindness in your gaze as you begin to draw your awareness inward into your body. And pausing here for a few moments if it is comfortable, if it is safe for you to do so in this moment. And if not, let go and tend to yourself in whatever way is best. Beginning to notice what it's like to be in this human body. The signs, signals, sensations that remind us of our aliveness. Some of these sensations we might experience as pleasant. And if this is part of your experience, seeing if you can pause and savor pleasant sensation for a moment. Other sensations we may notice, we may discover them to be unpleasant or uncomfortable. Ah. And if this is part of our experience, just seeing if we can soften a little. Invite the body to soften a little. Invite the heart to melt a little, not to make it go away, but just because this is what's here. Offering a measure of kindness to this body of ours. considering whether it is best for you to stay here with your body. Our bodies can support us in anchoring in the present moment. If choosing to move on, drawing in your awareness further still to your breath. Wherever you notice your breath most easily. Just noticing the gentle rhythm of your breathing as it flows in and out of your body. Like the gentle movement of the sea. Coming back to your breath. Just breathing. I invite you to bring to mind the image of a person or being who naturally makes you smile. A person or living being who brings happiness to your heart. If many persons or beings are coming to mind, as best you can, choose one. And if it becomes challenging to settle on one, just let that go, inviting ease to this practice. Picturing this being, taking them in. Letting yourself feel what it's like to be in that being's presence. Allowing yourself to enjoy the good company. Creating a vivid image of this being in your mind's eye. Now recognize how much this being wishes to be happy and free from suffering, just like you and every other living being. Repeating softly and gently, feeling the importance of your words. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Continuing to offer these words of loving kindness to your dear one. Or if other words or phrases are coming to mind, giving yourself permission to extend these to them. You can also offer the softness of your out-breath, or bring a word or image of kindness to mind, whatever is best. however you wish to extend loving kindness to your dear one. Continue to offer this to them now, over and over again. Your mind will naturally wander. This is what the mind does. You can refresh your aim by coming back to your body, coming back to your breath, coming back to your words or gestures of loving kindness, and begin again. And now imagining yourself with your beloved, picturing you both together. Being with them in whatever way feels comfortable for you. And begin encircling the two of you, both of you, with these words of loving kindness. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. May we be healthy. May we live with ease. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. May we be healthy. May we live with ease. continuing with these phrases if you wish, or allowing other words of loving kindness to be offered, or letting warmth or a word or an image of kindness right in your breathing, whatever feels best in this moment. Encircling yourselves with loving kindness.
Generic stuff I can.
And now letting go of the image of the other, perhaps thanking your beloved before moving on, and allowing the full weight of your attention, allowing the fullness of your awareness rest directly on yourself. Perhaps placing a hand or hands over your heart or somewhere else on your body as a gesture of soothing and supportive touch. Feeling the gentle weight, feeling the warmth of your hand resting on your body. Bringing awareness to your breath. Bringing awareness to your body. And beginning to offer yourself the words of loving kindness. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Continuing to offer these words of loving kindness, or perhaps another word or phrase is coming to mind. Or maybe it's a wish to feel the warmth of your breath, or allow an image of loving kindness to ride on your breathing come to mind. Giving yourself permission to offer yourself the loving kindness that you need. And as this year draws to a close, as this new year is upon us, perhaps considering what kindness to this one would be. What if the only resolution you considered making this year was to be kinder to yourself? What would kindness to this one look like in this moment? On this eve, what would kindness to this one look like? As this year ends, as a new one begins, what would kindness to this one look like? And as our session begins to draw to a close, I would like to offer you a poem by John O'Donohue entitled At the End of the Year. As this year draws to its end, we give thanks for the gifts it brought and how they became inlaid within, where neither time nor tide can touch them. The days when the veil lifted and the soul could see delight, when a quiver caressed the heart in the sheer exuberance of being here. Surprises that came awake in forgotten corners of old fields where expectation seemed to have quenched. The slow, brooding times when all was awkward and the wave in the mind pierced every sore with salt. The darkened days that stopped the confidence of dawn. Days when beloved faces shone brighter with light from beyond themselves, and from the granite of some secret sorrow, a stream of buried tears loosened. We bless this year for all we learned, for all we lost and loved, and for the quiet way it brought us nearer to our invisible destination. And so, whatever is best for you, to remain in quiet, to remain in practice, to remain in silence, or to open your eyes and reconnect with the circle gathered here. Once again, there will be a 15-minute pause as we transition to the next session being offered by Rochelle. Thank you for the honor of being here. Thank you for supporting my practice. Thank you to Layla and Ben and Cecilia for creating and supporting and holding us all in this beautiful, loving circle of kindness. May you be kind to yourself. Take good care, everyone. Bye for now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Rochelle Jaffe. I'm coming to you from Ashland, Oregon. And I've been reading some of the chats, and I know, of course, just a very few of us are speaking here today. But every single one of us is so important. As Chris started by saying, we're transforming the world by starting with ourselves. That we're spending this time being awake to ourselves and to each other. And so being a part of this gathering is a part of that, a part of transforming the world. And so I welcome you all so deeply to this final little 45-minute period of our 3 hours together this morning, or this afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. And so let's take a few moments to settle back in together. And I know some of you probably used this last 15 minutes very compassionately and very well, and you moved your bodies, and probably some of us didn't. So let's just take a few moments as we settle in to just check in with the body and see if there's some movement the body would enjoy. Maybe just stretching your neck, your shoulders, maybe a little twist, movement of the arms, even just shifting your feet. Just checking in with your body and seeing what your body would most love right now. And maybe it's just the settling in. Just that sense of coming back to that sense of stillness. That sense of not having to do anything or a sip of tea. That's whatever your body would most love right now. And Layla started us with a beautiful poem that I'd like to read again. For those of you who are just joining us, this will be new. For those of you who already heard it a couple of hours ago, an opportunity to deepen into this invitation. This is by Dana Folds. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are. So fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant, just for now. And as you let those words sink in, just coming a little more into this present moment. Again, just checking in with the body, attuning to the body. Just finding your own good balance between relaxed and aligned. Relaxed and aligned. Again, just checking to see if there's any small movements as you settle in more deeply. And perhaps a hand on your heart or another soothing place. As Chris said, that reminder for this moment and this year that we're bringing some kindness to our awareness. That we're bringing respect, curiosity, and love. And so that may everything that we touch in this coming year, ourselves and everything else, have that quality. May it feel like this for ourselves and for others. As we just settle in, perhaps offering yourself some words of support. Something like it's okay to enter this deeper world. It's okay to be right here. Right here. Allowing that awareness to fill the body. Just here in this one moment. This one precious moment. And as Christine shared with us, that sense of anchoring in our senses, of letting each of our senses help us to be more and more fully here. And so our sense of sight, even through our closed eyes, just feeling that gentle light on our eyelids. Just aware of that, even with our eyes closed. Our sight offers us support for presence, for being here. And as you breathe in, feeling the air as it enters your nostrils. And perhaps a little scent, the scent of fresh air, something else in the air. Just breathing it in, and let that too help you to come more fully into the present moment. And letting the sounds flow in through your ears. Perhaps what flows in is stillness, quiet. Perhaps there are some sounds in your background. Just let them be here, not having to go out and reach for anything. Just letting it be here, part of your landscape. Noticing the feeling of your body in your chair or your bed, wherever your body is resting. Notice that experience of contact, of support. And let that too bring you more fully into this precious moment. And this one. Feeling the air against your skin, warm or cool. Perhaps the weight of a shawl or a blanket, your clothing. And greeting each of these with that same affection, that same kindness. The gentle light through your eyelids, the sounds or silence flowing in through your ears, the breath in your nostrils, the touch on your body of air, of clothing. of cushion. And perhaps there's that moment of loving kindness, of self-blessing. May this bring me more fully here. May this bring me more fully into this one precious moment. And letting yourself settle in as you will. No praise or blame. Just here as you are. So very welcome. So very welcome. And coming now to an awareness of your breath. Just feeling those sensations of breath. The sensations with your in-breath. The sensations of that slight pause where everything comes to rest. The sensations of your out-breath. And while we often continue to use the breath, you can translate that to just feeling that air against your skin or the light shining through your eyelids. Or even a gentle movement of your hand rising and falling from your lap. Whatever feels like the most compassionate, the most supportive anchor for you in this moment, helping to connect you, to welcome you, to help you remember it's okay to settle in. It's okay to rest. Just feeling the breath or your focus. That rising and falling. That sense of the body as it breathes. That kind touch of the hand, that kind touch of your awareness. Perhaps your feet on the floor. Perhaps your hips settling in just a little bit more. It's okay to rest. It's okay to be here. You are so welcome. And let's continue with some compassionate attention towards the body. And as we move into the new year, of course, there's often the thought of New Year's resolutions. And so often our resolutions have to do with the body. And so often those resolutions are a little bit shy of compassion. They often have to do with squeezing the body into some new idea of how it should be, that it should be thinner or have less coffee or more exercise. And all of those things may be really, really wonderful. And yet we can do them in a way that's less than compassionate. And so right now, let's just, as we end the year, bring some compassionate awareness, some loving awareness, some support to the body. And then we'll explore just a little bit that capacity that we have for motivating with compassion, of making whatever changes we want to be based in deep care, deep love for ourselves and our bodies. And so if you haven't done so already and you'd like, you can close your eyes. You can leave them partially open. You can open them all the way. And as you're listening, you can either take in these words, if these words are right for you, letting them guide you through the body, through these different experiences. You can also just listen to the sound of my voice. Let that be something that helps you settle into this moment in a way that's just right for you. Or if you prefer, you can use your own words. And as always, as you move through the body, you can greet each part with stillness, subtle movement, or if that body part is accessible, you can use touch. And now, let's bring in your gaze inward. Beginning with the sense of the body as a whole. And perhaps bringing your hand to your heart again or another soothing place. That sense of touch, so nourishing to the body. And really feeling that contact between your body and your hand. Really feeling that sense of reassurance, of care that the touch represents. And you can let your hand continue to rest there or let it come back down into your lap. As you just sit with your body in this way, just feeling your whole body. And beginning to offer your body some loving kindness phrases. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Just breathing those words into your body. Letting them soak into your cells, to your muscles. May you be happy. Dear body, may you be peaceful. May you be healthy. Dear body, may you live with ease. Thus letting yourself feel your good wishes for your body. How much you want to care for your body. How much you want your body to be well. And let that come into these loving kindness phrases. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And now beginning to move through the body, beginning with the left foot. And as you bring into your awareness your left foot, this beautiful foot, so many bones, so many tendons and muscles, fluids, tissues of all kinds. And as with both of our feet allow us to stand, to move. How fortunate for those of us that have feet. Bringing your awareness to your left foot and bringing that quality of loving kindness to your awareness. Perhaps offering some words. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. And as Galway Canal says, the bud stands for all things, even for those things that don't flower. For everything flowers from within of self-blessing. Though sometimes it is necessary to reteach a thing its loveliness, to put a hand on the brow of the flower and retell it in words and in touch. It is lovely until it flowers again from self-blessing. And moving now to your left leg. Just being with your left leg. Self-blessing. Loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Just resting there with your left leg. A breath of kindness. Words of love. And moving now to your right foot. That other small space that supports your whole body as you stand and walk. Breathing in extending your loving, connected presence to your right foot. And now letting your full awareness rest on your right leg, all the way from your ankle, up through your calf and your shin, through your knee and your upper leg, and all the way to your hip. Letting your loving, kind awareness rest there. And when the mind moves off, as it loves to do, like a bird jumping from branch to branch, flitting up into the sky and then coming back again. Noticing it with that same kindness, that same warmth. Ah, yes. This is what mind does. Bringing our affectionate gaze to that too. And inviting it to settle back with the body. And now with the lowest part of your torso, your pelvis, the hips themselves, lower back, the abdomen, and all of your organs. Organs of elimination, of reproduction, of digestion. Glands that support our energy, our purification. Extending that sense of self-blessing. Of kindness. And knowing at any time you can lean on this beautiful community of kindred souls for support. Knowing we're all here together. Renewing our self-compassion. And moving your awareness now to your middle and upper torso, to your diaphragm. Just checking in with your diaphragm. Perhaps you can feel the movement of your diaphragm as you breathe. Tuning into your spine, the middle, the upper parts of your spine. Your rib cage all the way around the front and sides and back. Your shoulder blades. Your heart. Your lungs. Just feeling each part of the body. Each part in your upper torso. Perhaps noticing some movement as you breathe. Perhaps some stillness. Your heart beating. Your lungs breathing. Taking in air. Extracting the goodness. Releasing what the body doesn't need with every breath. May you be happy. Just breathing with your upper body. Extending your wishes for its well-being. May your lungs be clear and strong. May your heart be healthy, peaceful. And moving your awareness now to both of your shoulders and allowing that awareness to extend down through your arms as well, through your upper arms and even your underarms, through your elbows and forearms, through your wrists and hands, and all the way out through your fingers, all the way to the tips. And extending your loving kindness, your blessings, your good wishes throughout your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers. Breathing them in. And now, just letting go of the awareness of your arms and your shoulders, and bringing all of your awareness to rest on your neck. And just feeling into your neck, the front, the sides, the back, aware of your spine. Perhaps here too in your neck, there's some gentle movement with your breath. Maybe not. Aware of your throat. Your capacity to swallow, to speak. to sing. So much of our expression, our nourishment as well, comes through our throat. Just being with your throat. This kind awareness. This loving presence. And now, moving your awareness to your face. Perhaps you want to place your hands on the sides of your face. Just so tenderly, like a mother does to a child. Just for a moment. That tender touch. That sense it's okay to rest. It's okay to just be all those facial muscles. Your jaw, your chin, your lips, the muscles across your nose and your cheekbones, your eyelids and the spaces behind your eyes, your forehead, your temples, just let it all come to rest as it will. And offering the breath, the touch of your awareness, those words of loving kindness, of good wishes. And now, moving your awareness to your scalp. That gentle invitation to relax as it will. And those words of kindness. And finally, last but certainly not least, just imagine that you could hold your brain in those loving hands. These brains that have so much to do, that we sometimes fight with or give conflicting instructions to. Just for this moment, just kindness, just tenderness for these brains of ours. And then finally, just a final wash through your whole body, just bathing your whole body with kindness. And I will turn this over now to Layla, Cecilia. And thank you so very, very much for your presence, for your great compassion and kindness and being here.
Thank you so much, Rochelle. We're going to be having a little closing with Cecilia. So I'll turn over the mic to her now.
I just want to just take in what Rochelle just offered. Such deep connection to this body, to ourselves. And I see in the chat a number of gratitude notes to Rochelle. So just allowing all of us to take this in. And as we come to the close of these mini retreats that started yesterday and carried on today, just feeling the gratitude welling up to have had the time and the space and the ability to be here to share this with all of you. The beauty in each of us doing whatever it is we needed to do to be here as well, to share in this space, to create this community. So grateful. And so I invite you to take a moment now to reflect on your experience during this retreat, whether it was just today or whether you were here yesterday as well. Just taking a moment to, if you wish, scanning the landscape of your heart and asking yourself, what touched me? What moved me? Is there any way in which I shifted inside, being a part of this experience? And if you feel called to do so, feel free to use the chat as a way to offer some words of your takeaways from this experience. What you'd like to remember as this year closes and the next year begins. Compassion and kindness, connection to the body, unity, connectedness. It's okay to be real. Yes, and the common humanity. And so I'd like to share a poem by Jane O'Shea from her book, Follow Yourself Home. And it's called The Precise Moment of Choice. My heart knows what is important. When I slow down and listen, it kindly reminds me of the simple truth. Each small habit I have makes up the total of how I live. Not the job I do, the house where I live, who I love, or what I say, but the choices I make each minute that sculpt my life. A better life doesn't come from wishing or wanting, complaining or resenting, nor from therapy or pushing or trying harder, but from the still moments between a thought and its action, the precise moment when I can choose to notice those spaces between impulse and action, between thought and deed, is to choose consciously how I want to live, not the habitual life I have settled for or the conditioned life I inherited, or the hurried life I have manufactured, not even the fantasy life I have imagined, but the mindful life I choose in the precious moments when I breathe out before I breathe in, that knows what I really want without guilt or shame, shoulds or have tos, those precious moments that lead me back to my heart, that knows what's indeed important and creates for me the life I desire. No blinding flash of enlightenment, but the soothing spread of contentment when my deepest inner needs and aspirations are reflected in the living of each day. And so, as we think about the message from Chris around bringing kindness to our awareness, breathing in for ourselves and out for others, the poets that he quoted that remind us how much of this year is flammable, and what will I do with this precious life? And Christine reminding us and inviting us to consider kindness to this one. And Rochelle, with her beautiful invitation into this precious body, these precious sensations, welcoming our awareness, welcoming ourselves. And so may we all be safe and peaceful, healthy, and live with ease in this coming year. So I'd like to share with you some ways to continue with this community through the circles of practice. I thank you so much for being a part of this offering. And I want to share with you that the circles of practice also has a public offering that was actually born from this pandemic, and the knowing the need was great for connection and compassion. And these sessions are offered daily, 5 a.m., 7 a.m., and 4 p.m. Pacific time. There's a weekly affinity group for those who identify as LGBTQI2S+. And there's a monthly session for those who identify as BIPOC. And I will post the sign up in the chat now for the public offering. And for those of you who have completed the foundational courses in MSc, specifically the 8-week MSc course, 10-week live online, or the 5-day intensive, you're welcome to complete an application to participate in the Circles of Practice for MSc graduates. And those sessions are offered at 6 different occasions weekly. And the sessions are drop-in and do not require the sign up in advance as the public offering does. And so I will now post the link for the application as well. All right. And then I also wanted to invite you that the Circles of Practice are a fully volunteer organization or offering led by senior and certified MSc teachers from around the globe who volunteer their time and their talent. And so if offerings like this mini retreat and the daily and weekly Circles of Practice were of benefit to you and you wish to make a donation, please consider that, although a donation is not required in order to participate. And so I will post that link now as well. A little challenging to do multiple things at the same time, but I think I'm mastering that. And so I'd like to invite you all to, I wanted to mention these have been recorded and will be on the CMSC YouTube channel. And I have a link for that as well. I think this the link, otherwise you can just go to YouTube, and I know this was the link for the live stream, so I'm not sure if it still applies. All right, so there's the link for the YouTube. And I'd like to pass back to Layla, who would like to say a few more words, but I'd like to just express my deep gratitude for everyone here. Thank you so much for creating this amazing, loving, compassionate community. Layla.
Yeah, thank you, Cecilia. I just wanted to jump back on for one quick minute. I'm just really full of emotion. As Cecilia mentioned, our public offering was born out of, the suffering from the pandemic. We thought we would just offer for a few weeks because things would start to get better. It's been several months since we've been offering these sessions, and I've been teaching regularly, as well as so many other wonderful teachers. And so for all of you participants that join us, I just really want you to know that your presence, your feedback really, really means a lot. For all our wonderful teachers that are also here in this Zoom room, I want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the volunteer work that you've been doing. From Ben, Cecilia, and I want to thank everyone who participates in both parts of Circles of Practice. a very happy, safe, joyous new year. So thank you, everybody. And please feel free, if you would like, you can unmute, you can say a goodbye or a message or whatever comes up for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take good
Thank
care,
you.
everyone.
Thank you, everybody.